Who are the millionaires? It is the people living on the Upper East Side in New York or the people living in the New Jersey or in California. Well, yes and yes. But the typical millionaire doesn't live there. They live next door. What can we learn from these people so that we also one day may call ourselves millionaire? Takeaway number 1. The 12 characteristics of a millionaire. Contrary to many people's belief, it's rarely luck or inheritance that decides whether you will be a millionaire or not. It's much more a result of hard work, lifestyle decision, planning, and self discipline. Let's pretend that we can interview the millionaire population. This is what they would tell us. We live below our means. About 50% of us have lived in the same house for more than 20 years. Our time, energy, and money are allocated toward wealth. We spend more than twice the amount of time on financial planning and investing as our non millionaire friend. We think that the freedom and financial security are more important than displaying high social status. We never received cash gift from our parents. We are self-employed. About two-thirds of us have ourselves as our bosses. 75% of us consider ourselves entrepreneur. Most of us are in our 50s and are males. We have to go to whole fund, which means that we can keep our lifestyle for 10 years or more without bringing in additional income. We are well educated. Only one-fifth of us aren't college graduates. We invest a lot, on average about 20% of our realized income per year. And we make our own investment decisions. We invest in the long term. Over 90% of us hold our investment for more than a year. We buy cars by the pound and screw those environmentalists. Haha, we are cheapskates. In a good way, we will argue. Takeaway number 2. Play defensive. Let's do a quick quiz. Does your household operate on an annual budget? Do you know how much your family spends each year on food, clothing, or shelter? You know, a clearly defined set of daily, weekly, and monthly lifestyle goals. Do you spend a lot of time planning your financial future? Did you answer yes to all the above questions? Millionaires to a greater extent than these others do. Now you probably think, hold on a second, why would someone who's a millionaire need a budget? To that, the answer is because they become millionaires that way and they maintain their affluent status the same way. A parallel could easily be drawn to training. Have you seen all the YouTubers who go to the gym every day? They are the ones who seems not to need it, right? But that's why they are fit. Becoming and staying financially independent is not much different from that. So, how do you play great defense then? Your starters, you should buy or rent a house in a modest neighborhood. The price tag of an apartment, for instance, even though I know it's stunning, does not factor in all the variables to live there. It's expected that you have a certain lifestyle. This lifestyle might be even more expensive in the long run than the apartment itself. Live in a modest but safe area instead, and you will find it easy to keep up with and even stay ahead of. The same will still accumulate wealth. In general, spend as little as possible on consumable and spend smart on possessions that will depreciate in value. To be honest, most millionaires do both. They have a decent offensive as well as a quality defense. But only a minority play such good offensive that they can eat their salary and keep it too. If you don't belong to that category, which only 0.1% of us do anyways, learn how to play defense. Takeaway number 3, the true cost of consumption. Let's discard all the cost that a certain purchase might result in later, as explained throughout the apartment on Manhattan example. In our last takeaway, the price tag does not fully represent what you pay when buying something. There are two reasons as to why this is not true. First, opportunity cost, the monetary one. An opportunity is a last of others alternative when one of them is chosen. Let's pretend that you had an iPhone 6 in November 2017. If you like most people's, you upgrade your phone every second year or so. So now you are thinking about the new iPhone X. Even though the price tag was hard to swallow to being with seriously $999 for a phone, you haven't yet factored in opportunity cost. If you choose to buy the iPhone X, you miss the opportunity to invest your money. For instance, in the stock market at an annual 10% in return. The price of your new phone is $2591 after 10 years and $6720 after 20 years and $117,000 after 50 years. Now, do you still want to buy that new phone? Think. Cigarettes, yeah, it's a cling, I know, are an even greater example. At least your iPhone doesn't affect your life expectancy negatively. If you instead of smoking 3 packages of cigarette every day, invest your money in the tobacco company Philip Morris or ITC. During the period of 1950 to 1996, you would have been a multi-millionaire at the end of the period. Second, the opportunity cost of time. To acquire and maintain large inventories of luxury goods, such as fancy cars, expensive clothing, and so on, does not only require money, but also a lot of time. You don't buy a Ferrari without first studying the market. Neither can you keep a high profile wardrobe without investing a lot of time in understanding the latest trends, the greatest brand, and so on. This is a time that could have been used to increase your financial intelligence, to improve your business, or set up a proper budget for your household. Instead, time and energy to finite resources. Even for high income producers, or perhaps especially for high income producers, why would you spend 60 to 80 hours a week at a job trying to become wealthy and then spend the remaining few hours of the week during the same wealth? It's like trying to build a house during weekends but then bringing in the wrecking ball on the weekends. Do you think that you will ever be able to raise a house with that strategy? Takeaway number 4. Cash gifts are beer favors. A beer favor is a Indian expression of someone doing another person's service that they think will help a positive impact, but which ends up being a disservice instead. Well, I guess that the English expression for it is just disservice. Cash gifts are disservice. Now, every wealthy parent, or actually every parent, wants their children to be prosperous and successful in life. How do wealthy parents make sure that their kids get a head start? Well, they provide them with extra money, of course. This proves to be counterproductive though. In fact, in general, the more dollars adult children receive, the fewer they accumulate. Adults who sit around waiting for the next injection of fathers' and mothers' money are much less productive than their counterpart. Cash gifts teach children to live above their means. Cash receivers have in 80% of the instances a lower net worth than their peers. Adults who get their money from their parents have a hard time to distinguish between their parents' wallet and their own. In fact, more often than not, they think that they belong the "I did it on my own" club. It's much easier to spend others people's money than dollars that are self-generated. So in case you are wondering, what can you give your kids that will increase their likelihood of becoming prosperous and successful? The single most common gift millionaires receive from their parents is tuition. Apart from that, try to create an environment where independent thoughts are cherished and where achievements, responsibilities, and leadership are rewarded. Yes, the best things in life are often free. Now, takeaway number 5. How to decide if you are on the right track? Now, are you on the way to becoming a financially independent? Or are you actually going in the opposite direction toward a life of credit cards and Spotify freemium accounts? Your expected net worth can be estimated using the following formula. Age into realized yearly pre-tax income divided by 10 is equal to net worth. Exclude any inherited wealth, both of the yearly pre-tax income and your net worth. Let's take a few examples. The Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven earned approximately $220,000 last year at the age of 61. This means that his net worth should be 61 into $220,000 divided by 10, which is approximately 1342000 dollars. An engineer at Volvo who recently was promoted to the rank of middle manager is earning $70,000 at the age of 30. His net worth should be 30 into 70,000 divided by 10 is equal to $210,000. A student at the Stockholm College of Economics is in the last bachelor year of the study. He is 23-year-old of age but earns nothing. This means that his net worth should be 23 into 0 divided by 10 is equal to $0. Oh, well, I guess that the formula doesn't apply on the students. Student can just keep up partying every night. Now, this is just you expected net worth. But you guys aren't here to be average. Am I right? Above the ranks of the above average accumulators of wealth are the prodigious accumulates of wealth. If you want to be the part of the exclusive club, you must gather a fortune. This is twice the amount of what the famous or formula suggests. But it doesn't end here. Above this exclusive group are the super prodigious accumulators of wealth. To join this club of glorious elites, you must have a wealth that is 10 times higher than the formula explained before. Now that's required dedication. If you are on the other hand only worth half of what the formula says that you should be worthy, you belong to the under accumulators of wealth, calling out to the competitive person inside you. I have one thing to tell you, friend. It's time for us to get you on the right track. Let's recap. First, becoming a millionaire is the result of hard work, lifestyle decision, planning, and self-discipline, not inheritance or luck. The second takeaway is that you must play greater defense to accumulate wealth. Takeaway number 3 is that opportunity cost, both in terms of money and time, should be added to estimate the true cost of a purchase. Takeaway number 4 is that cash gifts are counterproductive to accumulate wealth. And last but not the least, takeaway number 5 is that you can decide if you are on the right track becoming a millionaire by taking your age into yearly income divided by 10 and then comparing it to your own net worth. Guys, if you have been watching this far, I must first say that I appreciate it a lot. Also, you are probably on the right track toward financial independence, no matter what the wealth formula says, as you must have an interest in the subject and a desire to improve. In takeaway number 2, I stated that financial planning and more importantly financial goals are key ingredients in succeeding with money. A study from 2015 shows that you are a staggering 42% more likely to achieve your goals simply by writing them down at a regular basis. Today, I want to challenge you to write down your financial goals for the future 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. Note that it's not about where are you today, but where you want to be tomorrow. And thanks a lot.